Hi children, good morning. Today's class we are going to continue exercise 6.3. For that exercise 6.3 you can take page number 102. Okay, but before going to that exercise problem we are going to discuss one more method, which is how to find your square root using the repeated subtraction. Okay, repeated subtraction means what? We have to do the subtraction repeatedly and we are going to find the square root of particular number. Okay, actually in your previous classes we have discussed only how to solve your square root of a number using prime factorization. That we have discussed, but we didn't discuss this method, which is this method is actually given in page number 100. So first we will discuss that method from page number 100, then we will go to the exercise problem which is given in 102, page number 102. Okay, I hope you all have taken page number 100. Okay, in this page number 100 you can find one heading 6.5.2. in that heading, finding square root through repeated subtraction. Yes, we are going to find the square roots of a number using repeated subtraction. Repeated subtraction means already we know what is the meaning of this repeated subtraction. We are going to subtract them repeatedly, continuously we are going to subtract until we get an answer. Okay, so actually you know when you add a sum of odd numbers you will get the square. Do you remember? 1 plus 3 you will get 4, which is equal to 2 square, right? 1 plus 3, when I am adding two odd numbers, first two odd numbers you will get 2 square. When I add first 3 odd numbers I'll get 3 square, right? 3 odd numbers if I add I'll get 3 square. 2 odd numbers if I add I'll get 2 square. So likewise when you add 1 plus 5 plus 7 plus etc. till n, you will get n square. Okay, listen. Why? Because we have already discussed this concept in our previous classes. When you are learning about the square numbers, we have discussed this type of definition. One small subheading was there, it was given, the explanation was given clearly in that problem. When you are adding first two odd numbers, your answer will be 2 square. 3 odd numbers, first 3 odd numbers, actually you should start from 1 to 1, then 3, 5. 1, 3, 5, 7 means 4 square. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 means 5 square. If I am adding first 5 odd numbers, you will get 5 square. Likewise, when you add first n odd numbers, you will get n square. So, did you understand this? So, just we have recalled this concept. So, every square number can be expressed as sum of successive odd natural numbers starting from 1, which means this is your square number, right? Every square number can be expressed as sum of successive means what? Next successive odd numbers. Okay, starting from 1, you have to start from 1, then the next odd numbers if you add, you will get your square number. Okay, so this is what your concept. So now how it will be helpful for us to do our square root. Okay, now we are going to learn that how this is going to help us. Okay, in the book first I'll teach you what is given in the book first. Okay, we have to find the square root of number 81. Okay, first I'll take 81, the number 81 alone, children. First I am going to subtract that 81 by 1. 81 minus 1, first step I am going to subtract 81 by 1. I am getting 80. Okay, see, you have to stop until you are getting 0 in this answer. Okay, you have to stop until you are getting 0 in this answer. Second, 81 minus 3. First I have subtracted by 1, next I have subtracted by 3. 81 minus 3 is what? Sorry, with this answer, 80 minus 3 I should take. Okay, by this answer should come here. I am going to To subtract 80 minus 3. What is 80 minus 3, children? 77. Okay. Then next, third step. Next step. This answer 77 minus 5. Okay. Next odd number after 1, 3, and the next odd number is what? 5. 77 minus 5 is 72. So you have to stop until you're getting 0 in this answer. Okay, children? So you have to proceed like that. Fourth step. Now 72. What is your answer here? 72. Minus, after 5, what is the next odd number? 7. Okay, 72 minus 7 is what? 65. Okay, whether you're getting 0? No. So you have to go to the next step. Fifth step. Okay, 65 minus 9. What is the next odd number? 9. Okay, so what is the answer? 65 minus 9 is 56. Next, sixth subdivision. Sixth step. 56 minus 11. Answer is 45. Next, seventh step. 45 minus 13. 45 minus 13. Why? Because after 11, what is the next step? 13. 45 minus 13 is 32. Next, eighth step. 32 minus 15. 32 minus 15 is 17. Okay, 32 minus 15 is 17. Whether you're getting 0? No. Next, ninth step. 17. What is the next odd number after 15? 17. So 17 minus 17 is 0. So now you got the answer as 0. So you have to stop the stop this step till this. So at which step you are getting the answer? At the ninth step. So the square root of 81 is 9. Okay, did you understand? When at what step you are getting 0, that is the number which is the square root of that particular number. So square root of 81 is what, children? 9, because at ninth step you are getting the answer. Okay, so you can check for many numbers, but the thing is, when it comes to a larger number, it is quite difficult for you to do. Okay, since 81 is a 2-digit number and it is very much convenient for you to do, but when it comes to a larger number, it will be somewhat difficult for you because it takes long time, but however you'll get the answer. For that cases, for larger number, it will be very easy when you do it using a prime factorization, because that will be more convenient for you all. But this is for this repeated subtraction method you can use for smaller numbers. Did you understand? I'm just taking the numbers what I have used this formula where when I added the first two square numbers, answer is 2 square. First two odd numbers, answer is 2 square. 3 odd numbers if I add. First 3 odd numbers if I add, I'll get 3 square. Likewise, there are formula when I add first n odd numbers, answer is n square. So what you are doing is, if they ask you to find the square root of a number, you take that number and subtract by using a first odd number. You will get one answer. With that answer, you say, subtract the second odd number. You will get one answer. With that answer, you subtract the third odd number. Likewise, you should proceed until you are getting 0. If you get the 0, at which step you are getting 0, that is your square root value. Understood? Now we are going to continue exercise 6.3. Already first problem we have discussed in our previous class. Okay, but that problem is based upon some facts which we have learned using the squares. Okay, your second problem, without doing any calculation, find the numbers which are surely not perfect squares. Okay, we are not going to do any calculation, just using the rules of perfect squares. You know what is meant by a perfect square? When I multiply a number with itself, I'll get one answer, right? That number is a perfect square. Okay, without any calculation, without any thing, only using some rules and regulations which we have already learned, we are going to find that whether it is a perfect square or not. Okay, yes, do you remember a concept? A number ending with 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9 are perfect squares. Yes, do you remember that? Yes, do you remember a number with last 2 zeros, 4 zeros, 6 zeros, even count of zeros? Then it is a perfect square. Okay, see what are a number? If a number ends with 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9, then it is a perfect square. Then 2 zeros, 4 zeros, 6 zeros comes at the end, then it is a perfect square. Okay, so now I am going to take number 153. What is the last digit of, which means what is the unit place of 153, children? 3, right? Actually, what I should get the last digit as 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9, right? But it is not that number. 3 is not that, it does not come in this set. So what we are saying, 153 is not a perfect square because you should write the reason, okay? Because its unit digit is not in 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 or 9. Okay, listen, 153 is not a perfect square. Why? Its unit digit. What is the unit digit, children? 3. It is not in the set 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 or 9. Okay, this is how you should give the reason. Okay, not just simply writing, you should give the reason why it is not a perfect square. Next problem, 257. Whether it is a perfect square, without any calculation you have to say. Yes, it is not a perfect square. Okay, why it is, which are surely not perfect square? They are asking the reason. Okay, what is this unit digit, children? 7. Whether 7 comes in this set 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9? No. So it is not a perfect square. So 257 is not a perfect square because its unit digit, what is its unit digits? Its unit digit is not in 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 or 9. Okay, it does not comes in this set. Next, what is the next question, children? 408. Okay, is this a perfect square, 408? No. Why? Because what is its unit digit? 8. 8 does not comes in this set, so it's not a perfect square. Okay, 408 is not a perfect square because its unit digit is not in 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 or 9. Okay, next, what is the next question? Fourth, 441. What is this? 441. Okay, now whether it is a perfect square? Yes, of course it is a perfect square. Why? Because what is its unit digit? 1. 1 whether comes in this set? Yes. So 441 is a perfect square. Okay, now we are going to write 441 is a perfect square because its unit digit is 1. Okay, why? Because it comes in the set 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9. Therefore 441 is a perfect square. Just we are giving the reason without doing any calculations. Understood, children? What is the third question? Find the square roots of 100 and 169 by the method of repeated subtraction. Yes, we have already discussed this method, right? How to solve the square root of number 100 and 169 by using the method of repeated subtraction. Repeated subtraction is very easy method, right? So first, you know what is what are the things we should do? We have to subtract this given number from the odd numbers. Okay, from first odd number till the end, till which you are reaching 0, you should subtract it. Okay, till which you have to reach a 0. Okay, till that you should subtract it to get the answer. Okay, you know already. Okay, sum of first n odd numbers is n square, right? 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus etc. plus n will always give you n square, correct? 1 plus 3 is 2 square. 1 plus 3 plus 5 is 3 square. Likewise, sum of first n odd numbers is n square. Okay, so first what you should find? We have to find square root of 100. Yes, you have to find this square root of 100. So square root of 100, instead of writing the wordings, you can write like this. So now you should take only this number 100 minus 1, first odd number. 100 is the given number minus first odd number. 100 minus 1 is 99. Whether you are getting 0? No. Next, 99 minus 3. 99 minus 3. 99 minus 3 is 96. Next, 96 minus 5. What is the next odd number? 5. 96 minus 5 is 91. Next, this is your first step, second step, third step. This is very important. Based upon the step only, you are going to give the result for your answer. Next, fourth step, 91 minus 6. What is the answer? 91 minus 6 is what, children? Sorry, 6 is not 6, children, 7. Because after 5, 7, not 6. 7. 91 minus 7 is 84. 84, okay. Next, fifth step, 84 minus 9. 84 minus 9. After 7, what is the next odd number? 9. So 84 minus 9 is what? 75. Okay. Next, I'll go to the next odd number. 75 minus 11. 75 minus 11 is 64. Next, 64 minus 13. 51. 64 minus 13. So this is your sixth step. This is your seventh step. Okay. Then eighth step. 64 minus 13 is 51. 51 minus 15. Yes, 51 minus 15 is what, children? You can do it in the side, okay? 4, 1, 11. Okay, so 11 minus 5 is 6. So 36. Answer is 36. Next, ninth step. 36 minus 17. So 36 minus 17 is how much? 36 minus 17. 16. 9, 19. Okay, 19 is your answer. Whether you are getting 0? No. Next step. 10th step. 19 minus 19. Why? After 17, 19. This 19 will go here. 19 minus 19 is 0. So, at 10th step, we got the result as 0. Okay, so at the 10th step we are getting the result as 0. Therefore, root of 100 is 10, which means square root of 100 is what, children? 10. Okay, understood? Next, what you should find, children? Square root of 169. to find is square root of 169. So first what you should do, 169 minus 1. So 168. Then 168 minus 3. After 1, 3. Okay, so 165. 165 minus 5. So you can write this first step, second step, third step. Okay, 165 minus 5 is 160. Then fourth step, 160 minus 7 is 153. 160 minus 7 is 153. Then fifth step, 153 minus 9 is what? 153 minus 9 is 144. Okay, 144. Next, sixth step, 144 minus 11 is 133. Okay, then seventh step, 133 minus 13 is 120. 133 minus 13 is 120. Then eighth step, 120 minus 15 is 105. Then ninth step, 105. This calculation is very, very important. Don't make any mistake in this, because if any minute mistake is done, then everything will get collapsed. Minus 17. 105 minus 17 is how much? 0, 9, 8, 88. Okay. So 88 is your answer. Then 10th step, 88 minus 19. 88 minus 19 is 719, 69. Okay, 69. Then 11th step, 69 minus 21. 69 minus 21 is 848. Then 12th step, 48 minus 23, 25. Okay, then 13th step, 13th step is 25 minus 25 is 0, because 25 is this answer, minus next odd number 25 is 0. So at 13th step, we got the result as 0. Therefore, square root of 169 is 13, because at the 13th step you are getting the answer as 0. So square root of 169 is 13. Understood, children? Today's class we have discussed how to find the square root of particular number using repeated subtraction. I hope you all understood, children. Thank you.